Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today's topic, fraction. As we already discussed about what is fraction and different type of fraction. If you have not seen that video, you can check under description box. It's given there. Okay, and if you are new here, you have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe it to see more updates. Okay, so let's start with the mixed fraction to improper fraction. Let's take an example. For example, 3 2 by 5. 3 2 by 5. We want to convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. How to convert it? We have to do only two steps. Okay, what we will do, that down value and that side value we should multiply. So 3 5s are 15. We will get the answer as 15, and you have to make a sum with numerator. Is it? What we did? Denominator into that side number we should multiply. So 3 5s are, we will get the answer as 15 and add with the numerator. So 15 plus 2, we will get the answer as 17, and denominator will be same. Denominator we should not change. So we will say 17 by 5. Is it? We can understand this only with one more way. How it can be? Like we have the same number 3 2 by 5. Step will be same. Denominator with that side number we should multiply. Correct. We will multiply these two. We will multiply these two. So 3 5s are, we can write down here. 3 5s are 15. Just do the multiplication of these numbers, denominator and the side number. We will get the answer as 15, and the numerator we can write as it is same. So 15 plus 2. Okay na? But denominator it is fixed. So we should write as it is. So 3 5s are 15, and this numerator we can write as same. So 15 plus 2, we will get the answer as 17. 17 by 5. So this is the first way how to write mixed fraction to improper, and second way, so it's your wish which method you want to choose. It's easy, just multiply. What we have to do, 5 3s are 15, 15 plus the numerator. So we will get the answer as 17 by 5. But in the second one, 5 3s are 15. You can write down in the second step, and numerator will be the same. Just make a sum. So 15 plus 2, we will get the answer as 17. So 17 by 5. Second topic is improper to mixed fraction. Let's start with it. Okay guys, now the question is 14 by 3. Can we say 14 by 3 is a improper fraction? What is the condition for improper fraction? Numerator always bigger. Okay na? So yes, numerator is bigger. Then, so we have to divide. Numerator always be as dividend, means inside the division bracket. Okay, and denominator we have to use as divisor. Now let's check in 3 table where we will get the 14. No, we will not get 14. Any number smaller than 14? Yes. 3 4s are 12. So we will write 3 4s are 12. Now let's subtract it. So 14 minus 12, we will get the answer as 2. Is it? Now we are getting 3 numbers. One number, this one, as remainder. This one, upper number, we are calling it as quotient. And this one as divisor. Okay, so how to represent this number into mixed fraction? Let's understand. Take an example of a cycle. Okay, what we will do? Remainder we have to take it up. So 2 will be at down. We will take it up. That means if we will take this number up, so this number also we have to move somewhere. Where we will move? This number will move to side position. So quotient we will take as side. Okay, now if quotient will come here, what about 3? 3 will move to down. Is it? So 3 will come as down. So what is the fraction? 4 2 by 3. This is all about mixed fraction. What we did? Let's revise. Down value, that means remainder, we will take it up. That is 2. Okay. If 2 will move up, what about quotient? Where it will go? It will move to one more position. So 4 will move to side. 4 will come at side position. Okay. Then if 4 will move here, then what about 3? 3 comes down. Result will come at down. So this is all about mixed fraction. Okay. So we can write the journal form that remainder will come at up. So we can write up. Yes. Quotient will come at side. So quotient will come at side. And what about divisor? Divisor will come at down. So this is the way to represent improper to mixed fraction. Okay. So we can learn quotient, remainder by divisor. Is it? Okay guys. So moving to the next topic, that is what is like fraction. We already discussed now. Like fraction means when denominators will be same, like 5 by 11, 3 by 11, 2 by 11, 9 by 11. As we can see, all side denominators will be same. Okay. So let's start performing some. Okay guys, so let's understand additions of like fractions by taking an example. Let's start with it. We have two numbers, 3 by 5, 1 by 5. Is it? Now can we say them a like fraction? Yes. Denominators are same? Yes, we can say these are like fractions. So step number 1, what we have to do? We have to check denominators are same. Step number 1, we have to write the denominator only one time. If it is same, because we are doing like fraction, denominator we have to write only once. So 5, 5. Yes, it is same. We will write as one time. Now the numerators we can write as it is 3 plus 1. So 3 plus 1 will become 4 by 5. Is it? So always we have to remember, if we are getting same denominators, write only once. And 3 plus 1. The numerators will be same. Just write as it is. So 3 plus 1 will become 4. So answer will be 4 by 5. Is it? Okay guys, so we have second topic, that is subtraction. Because we are doing like fraction, denominators will be same? Yes, denominators are same. So what we will do? Step number 1, denominator same, done. What is step number 2? Write denominator only once, done. So numerators will be same. Like we did addition, we are writing denominators one time and numerators as it is. So 7 here minus 2, done. So what is the difference between addition and subtraction? We just have to change the sign. Plus, just add the numbers. Subtraction, subtract the numbers. So 7 minus 2, we will get the answer as 5 by 9. Done. Okay guys, moving to the third topic, that is comparison. How to compare like fraction. Compare. Whenever we want to compare, we are using these three signs. So let's take some examples of like fractions. Take two examples, 9 by 15, 7 by 15. Which number is greater now? Yes, step number 1 is check the denominator. Denominators are same? Yes, they are same. Now we can easily compare numerators, that is 9 and 7. Which one is greater? 9 only. So we can say yes, this number is greater. If you will get confused about the sign, which sign we have to use, we can simply learn the number bigger, we have to give 2 dots. The smaller number, we have to give 1 dot, and then we have to join them. This is all about greater sign. Is it now? Okay, let's check second one. 3 by 7, 5 by 7. Now which number is greater? Step number 1. Yes. Check the denominators. Denominators are same? Yes. Now we can easily compare 3 and 5. Which number is greater? 5 na? So what we will do? For 5 we will give 2 dots. For 3 we will give 1 dot. And then we will join them. So we will get the bigger number. So which is the greater number? 5 by 7. Is it? Okay guys, so moving to the fourth topic, that is ascending order. In ascending order, we have to move from smaller number to the bigger number. So smaller number to the bigger number. We can use this symbol. Smaller to big. We have to go from down to up. Okay guys, let's take an example of an ascending order. So we are using like fractions to arrange them into ascending order. Let's start with it. Okay, so what we have to do in ascending order? Smallest number to biggest number we have to go. Okay, which is the smallest in all? Because denominators are same, so we should not worry about denominator. We just have to compare the numerators. So 2 is the smallest in all. So we can say, yeah, first number will be 2 by 13. What about the second number? It will be 5. So we can say 5 by 13. Is it? What about the third number? It will be 7 by 13. And which is the greatest number in all? That is 9 by 13. So it will come on fourth position. So 9 by 13. So this is all about ascending order. So if we will get denominator same, then it will become very easy for us. We just have to check the numerators and arrange in ascending order. That means smallest number to the greatest or biggest number. Is it? As we did ascending order, now same we will do for descending order. What is the change in between? We have to move from up to down, means biggest number to the smallest number. Okay, let's take an example. Okay, we are taking 4 numbers. Now 1 by 17, 5 by 17, 3 by 17 and 11 by 17. Step number 1, just check that denominators are same. Yes. What is the second step? We have to check the numerators. 1, 5, 3, 11. So which is the biggest one or which is the greatest one? Because we are doing descending order, means greatest number first. That is 11 by 17. So 11 by 17. Is it? Which is the second largest number? That is 5 by 17. So we can write 5 by 17. And what is the third one? Third one will be 3 by 17. So we can say 3 by 17. And which is the smallest number in all? That is 1 by 17. So we can write 1 by 17. Is it? So this is all about descending order. Step number 1, just check the denominators. If they are same, just focus on numerators and arrange them into descending order. Is it? If you like the video, do like it. If you feel it's worth of sharing to someone, do share it guys. If you wanted to know the more videos we have, please subscribe it to see the more updates. See you in the next video. Bye.